Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I am Brenda Sellers, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Knoxville, Tennessee. I have a different little setup with my camera mount this evening, so right now I'm actually holding my phone, so that's why it's wiggling a little bit. I will put it in its camera holder and point it down, and then you'll get to see my pretty little purple mat for just a second while I finish collecting supplies. So let me put it in the mount so that it'll quit wiggling on us. Hold on one second. And there we go. Slide that stuff back out of the way. See if I can get it. Whoops. Trying to straighten out the arm a little bit more. There we go. Let me grab a piece of grid paper. That way I know where to keep the project. Bring a light over here so we've got a little more light. I was looking for my rainbow dies and they have totally left the premises, but that's what I want to work on tonight. So let me look through one more stack. It's what happens when you kind of work in two different places. And if I can't find those, I do have a different all right, I will just go with the other project I have in mind. We're going to use those dies and the circle dies. Let me see if I can locate them. And I will do the rainbow project on another one. Here's our cutting mats. Let's lay right there. Like, I know I got circles somewhere. My goal was to get in here and get some stuff organized this weekend, and it so totally did not happen. It just was a weekend of chilling. All right, they're probably on my wall over here. One second. When all else fails, we pull out the catalog and we make sure that we have the layering circles. And they are not checked off, so that means we probably don't have them. But since that might be the case, we do know that we do have a circle punch. So I'm going to use a retired 2.5-inch circle punch. And so I'm going to look at these layering circles in the catalog to see what sizes they are. And in use on page 103, that may give us an idea of what size those are. Nope, it doesn't. It says the largest one is 3 by 5/16. And there's 16 dies. So we're going to say that one of them measures 2.5, and we're going to go with that one. And we're just going to punch. So we are also going to grab a couple of pieces of thick basic white cardstock for our card base. All right, and we are going to grab our scoreboard. And let's do, going to score it at 4 1/4. I grabbed 4. Let's do all 4 of them. And we are going to grab our blending brushes. And they are in a container right here. And I know we're going to use a blue, and I've already played with that once. And we're going to use a, I'm going to grab the Designer Series paper. This is Simply Marvelous Designer Series paper from the Hi Ginger celebration. So I know that I want to use one of the blue pieces in here. So Misty Moonlight, let's grab that color. And with the blender brushes, I haven't used, the only color I've used probably is the Misty Moonlight, but I'm going to have one for blues, one for reds, one for the greens, and so on. So you don't have to have one for each ink pad. So just each ink category. Gorgeous Grape. I love that color. Coastal Cabana. Let's see. Ooh, Those are so pretty. Pull the color off of that one. One off of that one. Gorgeous grape. We'll do one off of that one. And one off of that one. I'll probably have to grab another color. Or another piece of Whisper White. A basic white. Yep. So, that is... I'm going to use Misty Moonlight for that one. Coastal Cabana. And there's Gorgeous Grape. Bumblebee. And my bumblebee seems to have flown away. Let's see what other color goes with that. Oh, found it. And that is Blushing Bride. Okay, so what we'll do is we will stack them up over here. Out of the way. Cut our circles. I'm going to lay my ink pads in line so that I know which colors I'm using, or which order, so that I don't get myself confused here. Use this. Whatever design you want, and that's the back of it, but I like this more watery color look. I love this Gorgeous Grape. And here's our bumblebee. All right. Okay, now got them stacked up out of the way. And I need one more piece of thick white. Find my bone folder. give these a nice hard little I saw this from in the Demonstrator Planning Place Facebook group, and I loved her creation. Of course, I didn't understand the language, but with the design, you don't have to understand the language. So now I am going to pull out the some of the dies from this stamp set or die set, the Honeybee Blooms. And I'm going to use several of them. So I'm going to use the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. If I can get them off of this little plate. That one. That one. Need some of these. That adhesive really holds those on this thick piece of cardstock. That one. So there's 1, 2, 3. Those leaves will go with that one. And we'll do that one. All right, now I need a piece of basic black. And so that it'll fit through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I'm going to cut it in half. Hi, thank you for whoever is dropping in. This is a cute little quick card with some die cutting and using the blender brushes. Simple little technique. All right, let's read our board. Okay. So I'm going to lay my basic black on here, and then I'm going to put these die cuts or dies on here and run them all through at the same time. That way it'll save us a little bit of time. And I will have to do it more than once to get all of our flowers. All right. Oh, they're definitely popping out of there. If you have a hard time getting them out of your cardstock, you can run them right back through. You can do it a couple of times, but some of my dies slid, so I didn't want to do that right then. So let me do a little surgery, see if I can get that out of there. There we go. The next time I will keep a little pressure on that and see if I can keep them all together and run it through again. Okay, come out of there. There we go. And sometimes you just gotta work with it a little bit and it will pop right loose. There we go. And of course it's doing that to the one I'm doing on camera, always. Come on, don't break the stem. All right. Cut another one of those. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We just need one more, right? Let's cut another set of grass. And while you got it there, just run it right back through. And again, Stampin' Up! Has started putting the die item number on the back. So if you separate it from its friends, that helps you be able to find it. And on this one, if you have a hard time getting it out of the die, you just drop it on the table. Well, it helps if you pick up the correct die. Or, hang on a second, I'll move the machine so you can see. Or you take your pick tool, and there's little holes in the back, and you just poke through those holes. Granted, if you're doing a whole bunch of those, hi Sharon, you wouldn't want to do would not want to do that to every one of them. But see, that one's still got a little piece there. You want that to pop out. There you go. So I'm going to lay these over here as I finish cleaning them up a little bit. Okay, those two are the same. That one's cleaned up. This one still has some of its little pieces in there. Let's clean that out. I have a sponge mat somewhere. That's just for this. 1 second. Here it is. Feeling like most of my stuff has taken a hike today. So see, when you can also use the brush part of your Take Your Pick tool. That's supposed to help clean it out a little bit. Let me run it over the back side of it. But that it didn't cut all the way. So we're not going to use that little flower tonight. If we need to, we will cut another one. But you can tell it didn't cut it all the way through. So it won't come out. So I would have to run it back through. All right, so let's lay these to the side. And now let's work on our card. Put the end on that so I don't poke myself. So I'm going to grab one of my card fronts and the Misty Moonlight. And I'm going to put a little bit of ink on my blending brush. Just dab it on there. And because I know I'm putting the circle in there, I'm going to just start in the middle. And then I'm going to come out just a little bit and give my card a little bit of color. And you can give it as much or as little as you want to. You can keep adding color to your blending brush. Again, as much or as little. And then in order to clean these, you would just rub it on your grid paper. But I think this is pretty clean, so I'm going to lay that to the side. I'm going to put the lid on here because I don't want my elbow in it. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And put those on the back of my circle. And one in the middle. And I am going to hide this part, but that allows me to see that I've got color coming out of my basic white cardstock. And now I'm going to use one of these pretty dimensionals or flowers. I'm going to put a dimensional on the bottom of that little guy, and I just want a little piece, so I'm going to use a side of this one so it'll fit right down here and not hang off. And then I'm going to use some adhesive on the top so it'll stick up here to the circle. There we go. Take the backing off of the dimensional. There's that. And where's my stamp set? Can make it whatever you want it to be, and I didn't grab that. Hang on, getting there. Let me find one that says thank you with a different font than going to use this Pretty Thankful from Timeless Tropical. And a piece of basic white. Here's my little blocks. Gonna stamp it in basic black, or this tuxedo black, sorry. That's not very dark. Let's turn that over. There we go, much, much better. I've ordered a refill for that because it is not very dark. Squaring that up to my liking, making it a little diagonal. Gonna put it on a piece of basic black. And cut the same shape. And grab another dimensional. Oh, got to take the backing off of it. And I'm going to put it right there. Oh, let me put another dimensional on there. Right down here. And we've got some of this very pretty black and white ribbon. That I haven't used, so we're going to tonight. If I can get it open. Put it on that little stem. And guys, I really don't talk much when I tie bows. It takes about all my concentration. And there we go. And then we just trim our ends. I like it too, Sharon. I thought it was very pretty. It is from Creation. It's French. France. I will type the name. Labercue. I can't pronounce it. But I saw it on Pinterest. Oh, no. I didn't see it on Pinterest. I saw it on Demonstrator Planning Place. And we're not done. Let's grab some of our little brushed brass butterflies. Hold on one second. My take your pick tool was at the other desk, so let's put one of these cute little butterflies. Come off of there, little guy. Gonna go right there. And I'm only gonna add one. So there's that. And I think the blending brush gives it a little flavor to give the card base some juice, or whatever you want to call it. And then the silhouette of the flower from the nope, that's not the right dies. Guys, golly. They are from the Honeybee Blooms dies. So there's that one. Let's do one more, and then if you're tired of watching, you can quit. If not, I'll do one more so we can use this one and that. That one's going to be hard to stick on there, but we'll get it on there. Actually, she used this with that. There we go. So let's lay this one to the side and let's use our card base and Blushing Bride, a clean blending brush, get some pretty color on there. And because I know my circle is going to go in the middle, I'm not going to start off on the card, on the grid paper. I'm going to start where my circle is going to hide and just kind of come out from that and give it some color. You can do that to get your card base as light or as dark as you want. So as much color as you want on your card base. And then, like I said, I'm going to keep one blending brush per color group. So I'll use this one for all the blues, this one for like the reds or peachy colors, another one for yellows, one for purples, one for greens, because you don't have to have one for each ink pad. All right. I think that will give it, let's do a little bit more. Start in the middle so that you got your big blob there. Get a little bit up there. And then if you don't want that on your card, you can always start off on your paper and come over onto your card. And just keep blending until you are satisfied. All right. Then I'm going to use some dimensionals and put my circle on there. Got a little trash can behind me, that's why I turned around. So I'm going to turn this this way. Kind of in the center of my card. And let's use this one. This time I'm going to tie my bow on there before I put the card, put it on the card. Since I've got two little pieces. And I'll probably get my green glue out and stick those together. Or the it's not called green glue, it's the other. But you guys know what I'm talking about when I say green glue. And that little stem came right out of there. But it'll go right back in. There we go. Give it one more. Again, tying knots on video is knots, bows, whatever. They just do not want to cooperate. And this ribbon is not that hard to tie a bow or a ribbon with. So there's that. Okay, come this way. Come down. There we go. Scissors. Now some adhesive. let's grab the Tombow. Oh, did not need that much. It's been standing on its end and it just kind of burped. I'm going to cut a little sliver to hide behind the ribbon. There we go. And stick it right there. Ha! My fingers are sticky or tacky. It wants to come with me. There we go. So now again, let's stamp our thank you. I don't always make thank you cards, but it seems like I kind of do. I will start working on birthday cards soon. There we go. There, I like that one better than I did the other one. Adhere it to the basic black. Give him a few dimensionals. And I'm going to put a little bit of, oops, sorry, this glue underneath this guy to hold him down. There we go. He wanted to kind of float, and I didn't want him to float. So there's the two cards. Let me grab some brass butterflies. He's going to get a little butterfly. It's going to go right there. And then you can keep doing that with the other colors that I have as well. So I will finish those up and get them on there. and share them with you. So what do you think? I think that her design was a beautiful inspiration, and I'm going to trim this ribbon a little bit. And I love using the blender brushes. This is the second time I've used them since I had them. It's like, huh, why have I been waiting? So I will finish up those and get those shared. But there's the projects for tonight. So hope you guys have a great night, and I will catch you again soon. If you're part of the team, remember tomorrow night is the Smoky Mountain Stampers team meeting at 7. There will be a Zoom link shared. If you want to come and see what being part of the team is about, you're welcome to join. Also, this Saturday is the Chocolate Fest. Let me grab that address. It is at the Citizens Church Community Center, 10613 Dogwood Road, and it's from 12 to 5. So I have a link on my Facebook page, so come see me there. Also, all kinds of fun stuff going. I sent a card, and I've got a post of the calendar of events going on. So card making technique class next Thursday night. I'll try to do those one time a month, which will be the second Tuesday of the month. And then February the 12th is Kits and Sips at Panera Bread at 11 a.m. And then Kits and Sips on Zoom is at the end of the month. So hope to see you guys either or both places. So have a great night, and I'll catch you again soon. I'll talk to you later. Have a great night. Bye-bye.